Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through the first look at the DURSTON X-Mid 1 solid tent. It's an ultralight backpacking tent. This currently comes in at 860 grams. So what we'll do is we'll go through all the components and then we'll actually go through pitching it, and then I'll show you around as a first look at the tent. And then obviously there'll be a future video come up of me actually using the tent. So without further ado, we'll go through it. So the pegs that you get with the tent, you get 2 titanium shepherd hook pegs, and you get 4 titanium V pegs. That's the basic amount that you need to pitch this tent, but to be honest with you, there's a lot more tie out points, peg out points on the tent. So I've gone for 4 Easton 9-inch pegs and 4 Easton 6-inch pegs. So these are really strong, ultra lightweight pegs, and we'll see how many we actually use to set this whole tent up. I've never put it up before, so this is literally the first one. Comes in a nice stuff sack. The tent comes in two parts. Obviously we've got the outer tent, the fly sheet, and then we've got the inner tent. Now this is a trekking pole tent, and it is a pitch outer first, but you can actually clip it all together, which we'll do, and then you can pack it away. So if you're packing it away dry, you can have your outer and your inner pitched all in one. Right, we'll go through pitching it now, and then we can clip the inner in once we've actually pitched the outer. So what the instructions state is to pitch it in a perfect rectangle. So if you can do that, then you should get a good pitch on the tent. One temple in. So we'll go around, we'll tighten up the guy lines. Everything's so new. Right. Back out the door. Right, to give you a show around. So as you can see, we've got the zip and vestibule on this side. I'll open it up shortly, but as I say, you can see that that's the main side. You peg out at the bottom of the doors and then peg your corners. So I've used eight pegs for this so far, and it would take a maximum of 10 pegs to peg it out. Again, another vestibule on this side. So what I'll do is I'll open it up and then I'll cut to the actual tent on the inside. Right, that's the vestibules open both sides. So as you can see straight through there. So they're opposing vestibules, so you can sleep either way around. But the way the shape of this has been created is so it's the best geometrical shape you can get for deflecting the wind. So there's storm flaps here to let your the airflow through. You can obviously batten them down if you need to. I'm trying to do this one-handed, it's a bit tricky. There we go, so they're open. So looking on the other side, you've got the vestibule. And then you've got another air vent at the other end, which will increase the airflow to try and reduce any condensation inside the tent. So we'll come back, I'll get the inner clipped in, and then I'll show you exactly how that goes in. Right, that's the inner put in. So I'll show you how that fits in. You can see that there's a lanyard goes all the way to the far corner there. And there's one at the other end. As you can see, this doesn't sit square inside the tent. It's on an angle, but as I said, there's plenty of room. You can adjust the height of the up there where your pole goes into the top. You can just pull the tab and it'll lift it up. Yes. Got a bit of playing around with this just to get it adjusted properly. And you see up there, that's where your pole sits in. For some reason I don't have room to get a bed and that in there. It's the same size floor as the Lanshan one, but obviously you've got two vestibules. So vestibule this side and then an opposing vestibule on the other side. And as I said, the only thing I'm not overly keen on are the ties on the door. They're just a bit of what looks like to me it's just a bit of bungee. It's tied. I mean, it works, but could be something a bit better. And I think he could have done with another tie back on the doors down here, just to get that back. But you can buy some little magnetic clips. I mean, this tie back is just literally, it's just a magnet. Clever idea. So first impressions will be another one of those magnetic clips at the bottom end where the door is, just to sort this corner out here. Bags of room in that vestibule. You know, get your gear in there. And then what I'll do is I'll shut this down now and show you from the other side. So looking through, you can see there's plenty of storage space in there for your gear. You know, it's neat for your living area, but you've got all that space to store gear. And then the same again on this side, you've got the same amount of space, you know, so it is ideal. And then if you needed to, you can drop the inner and have it just as a tarp, which would work perfectly as well. Right guys, so that's the first look at the DURSTON X-Mid 1 solid tent. I've got quite a bit to learn on pitching it, but seem to have got it up in a good position, good solid position. I know we're on flat ground here, but it'd be great to be able to get this out on the hill and use it. Now, I do think that it is a simple tent to pitch, and it's easier than the Lanshan 1 to pitch, because you're just working on the fact that you have a perfect rectangle from your fly. Once you've got that, then you can just tweak it from there, you know. But as I say, 4 pegs is enough to get it up as a basic tent, and then as I say, you guy it out. So you've got 2 guy out points. You've got one here coming from the top, and you also have another one on the door, so you can put the door out a little bit if you need to. But to be honest with you, I personally think this will work with just 2 guys for a reasonable amount of wind. When we've got about 10 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour wind here today, and it's not even moving, you know. So yeah, so that's it. I'll give you a couple of drone shots looking at it, and we'll go from there. Right guys, well thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, then hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and consider leaving a comment. Like I say, this is just the first look, dead basic ad hoc sort of video, and I'll bring you back on another video on a weekend where I'm using it on the hill. So thanks for watching, and bye bye now.